good afternoon, and welcome to Governor Mifflin. It is a special evening. It is the Berks County Soccer Championships, boys and girls, and we have it all for you on the Student Sportscast tonight. Starting at 5:30, it's the girls' game, the Exeter Eagles and the Wilson Bulldogs. That's what you're listening to now. We're going to be bringing you some pregame coverage. I'm Adam Cooke alongside Andrew Schwenk, and it's going to be a really exciting about 3 or 4 hours of soccer here in Shillington. Andrew, how are we feeling?
Couldn't be better.
Absolutely. These are two of Berks's best teams right here. You have Exeter coming into this as the 1 seed and Wilson as the 3 seed. After this, you have as well the boys championship, also played by the Bulldogs, and that will be against the Conrad Weiser Scouts, who are the 1 seed. So Wilson kind of coming into both as the underdog, but they are absolutely both teams capable of winning this. Two really exciting championships, and Andrew, I couldn't tell you who's winning these.
Yeah, they're looking to be pretty close games here, and it's going to make for a great finals.
Oh, absolutely. Taking a look at the Bulldogs for the girls' side, they have won, their last 5 games, including their last 2 playoff games. Their last loss was to Exeter by the score of 1-4 in West Lawn. In the playoffs, they took a 1-0 win against number 7 Conrad Weiser, who upset number 2 Schuylkill Valley. So certainly an interesting sequence of events. I'm not sure if the Bulldogs benefited from that matchup because they didn't really put too much of a hurting on Conrad Weiser. They did put a hurting on Hamburg in the first round, though. That's a 5-2 win against number 6 Hamburg Hawks. And Troutman had 2 goals in that one, as well as Wicks, Soto, and Vicari. Taking a look at Wicks a little bit more, that was the only goal scorer in that Conrad Weiser game at home for Wilson. And Addison Wicks, she's a junior. She has 6 this season, and she also scored the only for Wilson against Exeter in the regular season. So what are we expecting from Addison Wicks today, Andrew?
She's going to play hard, definitely, knowing that it's the finals, knowing that she's been on such a hot streak here, both in the playoffs and also in the regular season. You're going to expect a great performance for her today. I'm willing to bet.
Absolutely. Bulldogs are coached by 9-time county champion in his 24th season. That is Tim Fick. And, he has a great coaching staff as well. Chris Arthur, Bob Baldino, Paul McCracken, and Jess Schmura. Paul McCracken, that's a name you might recognize if you're from Exeter. He's a teacher at Rifton, or at least he was at one point. I'm not sure if he's still there, but has some Exeter blood as well. So it's certainly an interesting matchup. Also looking at a guy who, not anymore, but at one point was coaching against Exeter. That is Milt Scholl of the Eagles, head coach. Now, it was not against this Exeter girls team. In fact, it was against the boys. Milt has been in 2 county semifinals with the Antietam boys back in the early 2000s, 03 and 04. Failed to advance both times, and in 04, he lost to the Eagles in the semifinals. So a little bit of a heartbreaker. Ole Valley was the prior year. We had a bit of a chat about that. He's very excited to be here. This is his first county championship that he's coaching, but he said ultimately it's about the girls and, the emotions, the experience that they're having in such an environment. So Coach Scholl took over in 2022 after coaching for 3 years as an assistant. 2022, they go 3-14-1. A little bit of a dud. They work their way. They go 11-9, above 500 the next season. And then what do you know it? Next year they are contenders, 16-4. They do lose here at Governor Mifflin in the county semifinal to the Mustangs, which was a heartbreaker. But they're coming off a huge revenge game against the Mustangs, and they win 1-0 in overtime on a game winner by Kenzie Menser at Exeter on Tuesday. I mean, what a thriller. You just had to be there to see it. I know you weren't, Andrew, but I mean, that was just an incredible game to watch. This whole team is so excited. They have not made a county championship since 2004, and that was the only time they made it. They did not win it. They lost to Wyomissing, and this Exeter team, they are thirsty for a banner because they have not won a championship ever. Coach Scholl is 3-1 in championship games. That includes a district and state title with Antietam in 04, but was not able to get that county done. And he also lost in the district game, and then he went 1-1 in district games after that. So that's how his coaching record comes out. So, Andrew, what are we expecting from this Exeter team today? Who's the 1 seed? They are, 18 1-1, and they're the top dog.
Well, you've been talking about how this Exeter team hasn't even made the finals since 2004. They have not historically not really made the playoffs up until the Scholl era, as you've been saying. And ever since Scholl has started here at Exeter, this Exeter team has been clawing their way up the ranks. And I think this very game is the tipping point for this team. And this is all what it culminates to. And I feel like this Exeter team knows that, and they're out for victory today.
Mm.
They're
Yep. Coach Scholl said, you gotta be, you gotta beat the best to be the best. And in this postseason run, they have played the best. Since 2017, there have been 3 schools to win a county title. That is Wyomissing, Governor Mifflin, and Wilson. Exeter's played all 3 in this county championship run. If they want to claim a title and be the first to break that streak of those 3 schools, they're going to have to beat all 3, and it comes down to Wilson right here. So, I mean, the Eagles, again, 19 1-1. They've won their past 4 games, took a loss against Warwick at home, but otherwise they've been doing great. Wilson in the regular season, again, they win 4-1 in West Lawn. So this is a team that they know. They've beaten Wilson 3 times in a row. But, I mean, don't count the Bulldogs out, because this is a very well not only coached Bulldogs team, but they have plenty of talent. We were earlier to be talking about Addison Wicks, but up front you also have Claire Troutman, who's, put 10 goals in the back of the net, had 2 goals in their opening playoff game, and is a returning BCIAA All-Division All-Star. I mean, the Bulldogs last year, they had a lot of all-star talent. They had Angie Rodriguez, All-County, Ava Ortiz, Brooke Garrett, Brianna Schaefer, and Michaela Ungarian. And they all graduated. But now they have Troutman, who we're talking about, Izzy Soto, Ellie Vicari, and Ava Mischler, who are coming back. Mischler coming out of the midfield, one of 4 midfielders that the Bulldogs have in their starting formation today. Mischler is their leading scorer with 16 goals, and she has not scored in this playoff run. Do you think that's going to motivate her to put some in the back of the net, Andrew?
Well, I mean, she has only one more game to do that. It's the final, so of course, I think she's definitely out here to try to get a goal today and try to get Wilson to get this title.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it takes for Mischler and the Bulldogs. I mean, of course she's going to try for that goal, but anything she can do in the midfield to help them out is great. So Wilson playing a 3-4-3 formation. Now the Eagles, we've seen a lot from them. We've seen all sorts of formations, but like the first time that they played at Wilson, they're playing 4-3-3. Taking a look at the Bulldogs starting lineup, they have Alana Keller, the junior, in the net. She has 80 saves on the season, had 6 against Exeter earlier in the season. Cece DeJoseph, as well as Catherine Gibbon. And the last one is June Fegley on defense for the Bulldogs. It's Izzy Soto, Ava Mischler. In the midfield, they are joined by Sarah Davis and Ellie Vicari. And up front, it's Claire Troutman, Addison Wicks, as well as the sophomore Lily Visariello. So a really good-looking Bulldogs team. They're coming into this county playoff the number 3 seed, and it's gonna be a really good matchup because these teams know each other. I mean, on a personal and competitive basis, and they are ready to play in this county championship. We have a couple of minutes till the first kick. We're going to stay on the air with some more pregame coverage until we get to the starting lineups. Again, this is an audio-only broadcast. We thank the BCIAA, Carrie Ciotto, Drew Kaufman. Huge thanks to them for letting us in, as well as John Giuseppe, the AD here at Governor Mifflin. We have a little bit of a different setup because we're at a different school. We've done a ton of Exeter games this season. I'm not sure the exact number, probably 12 or 13. But we're here to just watch some great soccer, provide coverage, and do our best to get you informed. Right across the street from here, I mean, not really across the street, it's literally right next to the stadium, you have the GMAC, and that will be hosting at 7 o'clock the girls volleyball championship between Exeter and Wilson. So two teams in the girls soccer championship is also playing for the volleyball championship. We'll give you updates on that as they come. That'll probably be during the Conrad Weiser Wilson boys game. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. And a reminder that this is a different stream link than the Weiser Wilson boys game. So we're going to migrate over there. We'll get you some more details on that. It's just on the same YouTube page, just a different link. We're going to take a little bit of a timeout. When we're back, we're going to have the first kick, starting lineups, and national anthem introduced here. It's the Student Sportscast. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to Governor Mifflin. It is the BCIAA Girls County Championship from Shillington. The Exeter Eagles and the Wilson Bulldogs 1-on-3. Andrew, we just had the starting lineups. I mean, how excited are we? What kind of a game do you think we're looking at right here?
We've been waiting for this the entire season. From game one, we've been talking about this Exeter team and potentially how far they could go. And now we're seeing, how far they've come this season. And honestly, it's been a quick season, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
But being completely honest, I'm very, very excited for this game. It's going to be a good one. It's Exeter against Wilson. It's a good rivalry, and also two very good teams that are going to provide us with a really good final.
Mm-hmm. The teams are getting ready to kick it off. Exeter will start with the ball. And the nerves must be high for Exeter, but they are excited. It's their first county championship in 21 years. Looking to get their first ever. What a season it's been for both teams. And the county championship starts now. We are underway. Eagles starting with the ball. To the right side, there's Murray Dolan. Ball taken away by the Bulldogs. Bit of a possession flip right here. Kenzie Menser charging hard up front. Menser has Flood to her right. She's defended. Ball's going to go out the back. And it's going to be a corner kick early for the Eagles. That didn't take very long now, did it, Andrew?
It did not.
I'm Exeter in this situation. I'd love to get a corner this early. I mean, they're good on these corners.
Yeah, Exeter has been really good with their corners this year.
Let's see what they're going to do on this one. Looks to be Molly Gearing lining up far side. Corner kick comes in. It's a little short. It touches the Eagles first. Menser gets a touch on it. Eagles send it back. That's Ridge. Chasing for now, Juliana Nerney. Defending is the Bulldogs. There's Mischler. Ball's going to go out on the Bulldogs. Ridge throwing it in. Ball comes inside. Flood chasing for it, and Keller's there to take it away. Nice defense played by Catherine Gibson, the senior. So, Bulldogs possession now. Taken away by Nerney. Nerney down the right side near the 30-yard line. It's going to kick it out. It's going to be a goal kick for the Wilson Bulldogs. That's their second of the contest. Excuse me, that's their first goal kick. It's the second time Keller has been able to kick it off. It's a bit of a cold afternoon here in Shillington. Sun setting, still out, still bright. Eagles with possession. There's Maddie McCullough. Took a little bit of a hit with Anya Medionic from Governor Mifflin in that last game, but she's back in this one. Ball headed off by June Fegley. Now Bulldogs take over. There's Mischler charging hard. Bulldogs first time getting on this side. Mischler gets it back. Inside, touched by Bessemer and the Eagles, and there's Holly Skipper sending it back out. Juliana Narni with a possession right side, kicks it away. On her was Izzy Soto. Throwing it in now, June Fegley. Eagles battle for it. There's Caden's putt, sending it away to Chase Flood right side. Defended by Troutman. Who's going to get it here? It's Flood again. Flood trying to find Menser up front. Unsuccessful. It's Flood, Menser, and Dolan up front. And now Menser has possession. Murray Dolan left side, usually playing midfield. She has possession. Nice kick comes in, and it's beyond the net. It's going to be another goal kick. Maddie McCullough gets the touch on the goal kick initially, but on the touch now is Troutman. Bulldogs do control. McCullough and Gearing battling for it. There's Troutman again to secure. Mishler charging up front, defended by Gearing, and now McCullough's going to hit it out. It's going to be Exeter ball. Gearing up front, Dolan charging for it, but there first is Alana Keller, and Bulldogs again able to thwart another Exeter opportunity. Eagles with some offense, some life early in this one. Bulldogs defending well. Losing a little bit of control over it, that's Vesiero, and Eagles do take control. Foul is called now, actually, so it's going to be Wilson ball still on the free kick. Fegley hands it off to Sarah Davis, the freshman. I mean, what a moment for Davis. As a 9th grader to start in a county championship game. A chance to give the Bulldogs their first county championship since 2021. That free kick is headed off by the Eagles. There's Dolan a touch on it. Aubrey Ridge in the midfield. Nice ball out for Chase Flood. Flood's going to set it back to Nerney. They're at their 30, and now that ball's going to go out on Nerney. Bulldogs throwing this one in. It's going to be Fegley. Fegley inside finds Izzy Soto. And Soto, a nice pass over and out to Viciarello. Kick goes to Holly Skipper. Bulldogs battling to keep it, and they do. There's Mishler. And Mishler trying to keep control. Menser battling. And it looks like this ball is going to be in favor of the Eagles. There's McCullough. Touched by Vicari. And now Mishler. Again, Vicari is a returning BCIAA All-Division All-Star. She has 3 goals and 4 assists in the midfield this season. Aubrey Ridge on the touch for Exeter. And it's still on Exeter's half. And it's going to go out on a throw-in. Near the 50, just a little bit back. Near side. Flood sends it in. Now the Bulldogs take control. 50 yards out of the goal they are. At the 40-yard line marked. Of course, you have to account for the end zones here. So if they're at the 40-yard line, they're 50 yards out. Take everything with a grain of salt. Here's a nice Bulldogs opportunity. Right side, Bulldogs defended. That ball is going to go out. Cece DeJoseph charging on for the Bulldogs. And it's going to remain Wilson ball. Throw in far side. That's going to be about 15 yards out from the goal. Down the sideline. Ball comes in, headed off by the Eagles. Here comes Murray Dolan with her height, trying to get to that one, heading it off, but unsuccessful. Bulldogs retake control. Now it's out to Dolan. Dolan now sending it up front. Kenzie Menser with a chance. Menser kicks this one back in quickly. Chase Flood up front. And whistle seems to be blown. So it's going to be a free kick for the Eagles. 1 foul each so far. We're in the 8th minute of this game. Skipper's free kick goes a little bit far. It's going to go out past the goal, in for a goal kick. Andrew, talk about the pace of play and what you're saying here in the first 8 minutes of this game.
I'd say the pace of play is pretty equal here. Exeter's putting on good offense, but Wilson's been able to defend them pretty well. And I'd say vice versa as well. Wilson's put some pressure on Exeter, but I think Exeter's been playing good defense as well. So overall, the ball's been all across the pitch. Pace of play has been pretty fast, and it's what you expect.
So here's an Eagles opportunity. They get it on the goal kick. Menser finds Murray Dolan to her left, and Murray Dolan's going to kick it right into the arms of Alana Keller. We remain tied. Keller, no worries on that save. Nice throw out to her left. That's Mishler. Mackenzie Menser strips it away, finds Maddie McCullough. McCullough back is going to find someone wearing white. That's Claire Troutman. Bulldogs wearing their classic white and red away uniforms, and the Eagles, being the higher seed, are going to wear their home ones. It's blue and black. Eagles with a chance here. They're on their half. It's going to be Aubrey Ridge out right to Nerney. Nerney to Flood, back to Ridge, now out for Molly Gearing. Nice ball to Murray Dolan is intercepted by CC DeJoseph, and DeJoseph's going to kick it out for an Eagles throw in around the 50-yard line. So midfield, this ball is on the throw, and it's going to go far from anyone on Exeter. And Murray Dolan carrying it. Murray Dolan with a chance, trying to cross it in for Flood. Unsuccessful. Flood just not able to get there quite in time. Bulldogs let it roll out. It's going to be a throw in right near their goal. Emma Williams, the senior, coming in for the Bulldogs. She's one of 6 for Wilson. Eagles roster breakdown, they have 9 seniors, 7 juniors, 9 sophomores, 13 freshmen. And we have a sub in coming in for the Eagles now. Out is Maddie McCullough, in is Haven Bessemer. Throw-in comes in from Ridge. That's going to go far and right into the hands of Keller once again. It's going to be Eagles ball now. Eagles on the throw, and that ball went out. Here's Haven Bessemer just into the game. Takes a shot on the net. It's headed off by the Bulldogs, and now they take control. Izzy Soto carrying it away. Big kick to her right. It's going to go out, and it's going to be Eagles ball. Eagles control. Now batted off. Nice touch by June Fegley. Bulldogs taken out front. There's Emma Williams just in the game. She gets the touch on it. Eagles will be forced to kick it out. About 40 yards out of the net. Bulldogs have the throw-in. Bulldogs taking their time on the throw, and it comes in. Trying to find Gracie McCullum into the game far. And Eagles kick it out. Yeah, so McCallum just came into the game, and now she has an opportunity on the throw-in. And Maddie McCullough back into the Eagles, so that time on the bench was not long at all, was it, Andrew?
No, it wasn't.
I wonder if that has anything to do with that little injury situation. I wouldn't assume it would be, but she did say she was a little shaken up. But she did stay in to finish that game against Governor Mifflin. Eagles will throw an opportunity here. It's Lainey Bessemer, left side on defense, throwing it in. It's headed off by the Bulldogs. McCullum, who just came into the game. She's a junior. Aubrey Ridge, a nice opportunity. Coming up quick and batted off. June Fegley kicks that out. Chase Flood now re-controls it. Ball up front for Murray Dolan, and there's the foul call against Wilson. Looked to be Ridge tripped up. It was either Ridge or Bessemer. So the Eagles will have a free kick opportunity. It's going to be Kenzie Menser taking it. Kenzie Menser, an opportunity not too far out of the goal. Line drive taken in by Keller. No trouble for Alana Keller, and she secures it for yet another Bulldogs save.
Yeah, Keller was right there to save Menser's kick there. Good positioning by the goalie there.
Absolutely, yeah. Menser just on a line drive. Had a nice free kick, and Now that ball goes out for the Bulldogs. Battling for it, that's Troutman and the Eagles. Goes out to McCullum. And McCullum kicks it out. It's going to be Eagles throwing. Aubrey Ridge gets a touch on it. It's going to go out to Keller. Secured. Nice day, Governor Mifflin. Again, weather is a little bit cool, but you got athletics going on all over. You got some practices in the distance. You got the volleyball championship inside, which is starting in just a little bit over an hour. Nice view of Reading and the pagoda, which is still undergoing some construction. It's going to be Wilson ball. They took it up a little far. Now they're going to be throwing it in. It's going to be Emma Williams throwing it in. This Visariello is back into the game for Governor Mifflin. There's Maddie McCullough taken away for the Bulldogs, or for the Eagles, and she takes a push. It's going to be a foul. Third of the day goes against Wilson. Both teams playing good defense. Eagles have not allowed a goal this postseason. Bulldogs have allowed two. Both were to Hamburg. Both semifinal wins were by the score of 1-0. Might take a little bit to see a goal scored. Eagles trying to get one here. And Ridge on the throw, and it's going to go far and out the back. It's going to be a throw-in or a goal kick opportunity coming in for the Bulldogs. Entering the game for the first time for the Bulldogs, it's a senior, Avery Mayo, coming in on offense. She has 3 goals scored so far this postseason. I mean, when you have someone coming into the game that can, has been proven to score goals, I mean, that's big, especially, how that changes things when you strike first, right, Andrew? I mean, we've been talking about that all season.
Yeah, one goal could change a game significantly, and having a team full of high scorers just like that can make or break your games.
Here's Maddie McCullough on the touch, trying to swivel it around. Nice touch by Mishler. Ball's going to go out far. Eagles keep it in. Battle for it here, around 40 yards out of the goal. Molly Gearing takes it away, has a couple defenders on her, finds Murray Dolan up front. Murray Dolan has Kenzie Mentor to the right. Murray Dolan goes off the hands of Keller. It's going to be a corner. A nice shot on goal, and Keller just can't secure it. She does hit it out of the net, but a nice opportunity coming in for the Eagles on their second corner of the contest. This corner is going to be taken near side on the right side. It's going to be Aubrey Ridge kicking in with her right foot. Ridge inside, trying to find a man, and that man is wearing red. And Bulldogs forced to kick it out here. Ridge with another quick throw in. Bessemer to Ridge. Ridge, that ball not quite going to go out, and it's headed off by Catherine Gibson for another Eagles corner kick. And when you're looking at a corner kick opportunity for the Eagles, you have plenty of people who can score on this. Nerney and Skipper have done it. And, of course, you have more, too. And that ball is going to go deflected off to Ridge again. Bulldogs take control and are forced to kick it out. But they will send the Eagles back on this little offensive. Murray Dolan re-entering the game for the Eagles. Exited not too long ago. Here's Dolan on a quick opportunity, and Bulldogs kick it out. Nerney on the throw-in. Finds Bessemer. Bessemer loses control. It's going to go out, and Bulldogs secure the ball, and the throw-in, Fegley will be taking it. And that's huge for Wilson to be able to combat that so effectively. And just as I'm saying that, Eagles get it right back. Nerney on the throw-in, inside for Dolan. Now back out to Nerney on the pass from Gearing. Ball's going to be sent back to Skipper. Now out to Caden's putt. Big kick from Fegley. Ball is going to roll far. It's going to go out in for a Eagles throw, and it's Caden's putt who secures it. And now Nerney who throws it. Headed off by Dolan. And kicked out by Gibson. Man, Nerney's arms must be tired. That's her, like, 5th throw-in in a row.
Yeah, Nerney's been making a lot of throw-ins in this game.
There's Maddie McCullough. A little bit of a trip with Ava Mishler. Mishler's going to be rung up on the foul. Eagles with another free kick opportunity. Not particularly close to the net, but they're not too far. Free kick looks to be about 50 yards out from the goal.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Actually, correct me on that. It's going to be 54.
Yeah.
Taken by Holly Skipper. And not going to find any Eagles on that one. Goes too far. And it's in for another Bulldogs goal kick. There are a couple of options up front she was trying to find, Menser being one of them. And we know Kenzie Menser can put a goal in the back of the net. I mean, she's scored 35 of them this season. She's second in Berks for goal scoring. Exeter's all-time leader. Eagles take control. There's Emma Williams and Nerney. McCullough being chased down, has to send it to Nerney. And then Bessemer near side, and now taken off by Avery Mayo. Now McCullough repossesses. Dolan. Menser broken up. Izzy Soto, what's she going to do with it? Soto battling, and that ball goes out on the Eagles, so it's going to be a throw-in opportunity for the Bulldogs. Couple subs coming in for each team. It's the Joseph back in for the Wilson Bulldogs, and entering for the first time today for the Eagles, it's Kara Miller. Milchel has not been shy with, making substitutions early into these games, and that's beyond what we've seen early in the year from just Haven Bessemer and Juliana Nerney. And now you have coming into the game Kara Miller for a nice opportunity. She came in early like she did in the Governor Mifflin game. You'll likely see Liv Skipper coming in as well. And you also saw Valentina Sayakowski also in for the Eagles. Here's Juliana Nerney defending on this one. Sends it out to Miller, just fresh into this game. Nice opportunity for the Bulldogs. They take control again. Mishler is going to have to spin around, and that ball is going for the Eagles. Flood takes control. Now Menser goes a little bit far from her. There's Gibson on defense. Ball stays in. I mean, that ball far side is going to be good for an Eagles throw-in. I mean, what a little sequence, because that ball looked like it was going out on the Eagles, and they somehow control and keep it in. There's Bessemer on the throw-in. Bessemer with a really nice job there. And to be Flood, far side to the left. Defended by Vicari. And it's going to go out on the Eagles. So we're over halfway into this first half. And still no score. Are you surprised about that, Andrew?
I wouldn't say so. You see the two semifinals, 1-0 matches, and I believe they, you didn't see a goal scored until the latter half of that game. So, no.
Here's a nice kick by Mishler. It's going to go far from Albu, but thankfully for her, it's out of bounds. So first real action of the day for Juliana Albu in the net. Abu has had a nice season. It's her first starting in the net for the Eagles since Taylor Brownback graduated. Here's McAuliffe, who got a touch on it, but hit it out. Addison Wicks laying on some of that pressure again. We were talking about how good Addison Wicks has been this season. 6 goals, 3 assists, and she's come up with the right spots. Had that goal against Weiser, had that goal against Exeter. Now re-entering for the Bulldogs, there's Claire Troutman. Coach Scholl talked about how Troutman will be, a real threat up front for the Bulldogs. And here she's pressuring Nerney. Nerney forced to kick it out. And throwing it in now is June Fegley. Eagles battling forward in the midfield. They do control. There's Menser. Is good at all parts of the field. Maddie McAuliffe battling has a nice opportunity, but Cece Joseph is able to cement control. And now back out to McAuliffe. Flood up front. Again, has a couple of options. There's Menser. Taken away from Menser. Hit out of bounds by Mischler. Ridge re-earning for the Eagles. Aubrey hasn't scored in a couple of games, but don't let that fool you. She's a heck of a player. Returning County All-Star. She's a senior. Ball is going to go out. Who's it out on? It's out on the Bulldogs. Look to be last touched by Mischler. And referees say otherwise now. It's going to be a Wilson throw-in instead. Now back to the Eagles. Ball kicked far out of bounds by Davis, the freshman. Davis has added on a goal this season. I mean, not exactly the most important thing for a defender. Lainey Bessemer throwing it in. Izzy Soto battling. And she's just a sophomore. Soto assisted that Wicks goal against Conrad Weiser. Officials blow the whistle. It's going to be in for a Bulldogs free kick. They're still far back in their own territory. And another foul is called, this time again against the Eagles, this time against Skipper. Bulldogs get the free kick off quick. Up front, an opportunity for McCallum. And McCallum is denied. It's going to be Eagles ball. Dolan to her right. That's Ridge. Up front, it's Kenzie Menser has a lot on her, and that ball is going to go far for Alana Keller. And instead, the referees decide that it's going to be a foul called against the Bulldogs on Davis. So free kick opportunity here. Holly Skipper lining up. It's far, right to Keller. Keller, no issues with it. And she controls. Eagles' only loss this season was to Warwick. That was a 3-1 loss at home. Warwick, a really nice team coming out of the LL, Lancaster Lebanon League, producing some great talent. It's going to be Eagles ball in the throw-in. Chase Flood coming in up front. Ridge inside, finds Menser. And foul is called. It's going to be Wilson ball. I mean, Andrew, we're looking at Sarah Davis. I mean, this has been some good defense played against Menser so far. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, Davis and Wilson's defense has kept Menser down, on lock, which is good for Wilson because if Menser really wasn't on that lock, then we'd probably see some pretty early Exeter goals.
I think most teams, the approach we've seen all season is, you got to lock down Kenzie Menser, and the Bulldogs have done it to start this game. Ava Mishler, nice throw-in opportunity, or free kick opportunity up front, and try to find Wicks, and Eagles just say, heck no. We're not letting Wicks get a look on that. Holly Skipper kicks it off far. Here comes Emma Williams returning to the game for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a corner kick opportunity for the Bulldogs. It's going to be their first of the contest. And that ball is going to go out. Soto with another chance. Soto throwing it in. Nerney heads it off. And it's going to hit the flagpole. Whose ball is it? It's Exeter's. Nerney will hand it off to Ridge, throwing it in right here from the corner. She's boxed in. It's going to be hard to take it away. And just as I said, it might be a little bit hard because Wilson does get the touch on it. But Eagles battle to set it out to the midfield. There's Menser, defended by Davis. Now that ball goes out over to Ava Mishler. Izzy Soto up front, and Holly Skipper takes a kick off of Addison Wicks. Wicks not feeling great on that. Here's Troutman, an opportunity up front. Troutman scores! Wilson leads! Troutman gets it past and buries it in the right corner of the net, right on the ground, and Wilson leads.
Troutman comes up here on the near side, gives it a nice kick, and it gets right past Albu in the goal, buries it. Wilson leads 1-0.
That is absolutely huge, especially considering the first time that these teams played, Exeter had an early 3-0 lead. Now it's Wilson with the advantage. Eagles trying to come back. They have 9 minutes left to do it in this half. This game is certainly not over. They have a couple comeback wins this season. One of them being against Boyertown. They did go down 1-0. Governor Mifflin, they went down 2-1. Eagles trying to even this one back up. Here's a shot on goal. It goes far. It's a goal kick. So Claire Troutman, the junior, 11th goal of the season. 3rd of the playoffs. And she's got a clutch gene. Marie Dolan on the header. Bulldogs take it away. And now here's Holly Skipper taking it up front for the Eagles. There's Marie Dolan with a chance, and Marie Dolan keeps it in. There's Keller, who is taking control. Dolan's shot, she was just a little too far back to get the right angle on it. So Keller takes control. She's basically on the line. Menser out to right finds Ridge. Ball comes in close, headed off. Ridge now goes out to June Fegley. Bulldogs send it near the midfield. Gearing to McCullough. And now out to Izzy Soto and the Bulldogs. Soto kicks it out. Ridge is going to have to step back pretty far to throw this one in. Flood up front. Menser chasing around, going across the field, not really making progress towards the net. Now she will on a pass to Marie Dolan, and Dolan hits it out. Goal kick opportunity for the Bulldogs. So you've seen so far that Wilson has had a couple less shots on goal but they've been able to convert on one. Eagles, they've had more, and they have not put one in.
I mean, that's definitely because of Wilson's defense here in this game. Wilson's been able to pressure Exeter really well. They've been able to cut their connections up near the goal.
Here comes the ball up front. Cross in for Ridge. It's going to go well far. Ridge does control. Defended by Fegley. It's Soto on Gearing. Soto takes a fall. No foul is called. It's going to be Menser up front from Ray Dolan. Who's going to get this ball? Keller swooping in and taking control. Chase Flood was pressuring right there, but it's Keller coming up once again for the Bulldogs. Few subs coming in. Ball. Man, the teams are taking a little bit on these subs. It's going to be Mayo back into the game for the Bulldogs, and it's a free kick opportunity for Wilson. They finally kick it off, and there's Soto battling. McCullough takes it away. Bessemer. Even Bessemer flood up front from Ray Dolan. It's going to go far out to Keller, who secures. Nice showing by both fan bases. They're packing the stands here at Governor Mifflin. Kick goes out to Flood. Flood and Fegley. Fegley ringed up on the foul. Once again, it's Skipper taking this one. Not much of a surprise here. Ollie Skipper on the ground out to Keller, who sits on it to secure. Just 4 minutes left in the first half here of the Berks County Girls Soccer Championship. Maddie McCullough heads it off. McCullough now gets deflected back to her. McCullough back for Ridge up front. Murray Dolan opportunity. Headed off, and the shot goes right into the hands of Keller once again. Keller, she's cool. She's calm. She's collected. And she's doing great so far for the Bulldogs. Just exactly what they needed her to do.
Yeah, that's exactly the space you want to be in as a goalie here in a high-stakes event like this.
Here's an opportunity for the Bulldogs, and Eagles kick it right back out, trying to get it as far away from the net as possible. They don't want any shenanigans once again. Eagles really can't afford to let Wilson have a second. Free kick opportunity for the Eagles up front. Goes out to Mishler, and now a battle in the midfield. Couple headers results in Wilson ball. Nerney defending. Wilson with an opportunity. Carried by Viciarello. Out to Emma Williams, far side to the right. Ball's going to go out, and it's going to be on Williams. Goal kick opportunity for Juliana Albu. And we said that it would be likely that Olivia Skipper would be coming into this game. We are correct. There's Skipper wearing her signature neon green cleats far side. Ball is near us. It's going to be Chase Flood and Lainey Bessemer. Bessemer will kick it off. Just 2 minutes left in this first half. June Fagley will be on the throw-in. Lainey Bessemer gets the first touch on it. Bulldogs up front. It's going to be Skipper defending, and Albu secures. Albu had to come out a little bit for it, but doesn't have any trouble on it. Oh, here's a nice ball up front. Maddie McCullough to Murray Dolan. Again, Dolan has two options. It's Menser and Flood. That ball's going to go out of the Bulldogs and in for an Eagles corner kick. She was defended by Gibbon. And it goes off Gibbon with a minute left for a corner kick. And here's another sub we're talking about. Valentina Sayakowski, the freshman, with an opportunity here. Eagles will be kicking this one in from the corner. Sending it in. Keller isn't able to control. Who's going to kick it off? Keller stops it! Keller scrambling all over, but she's able to hit it out the back past the net. Eagles will control in another corner. Here's Murray Dolan. 30 seconds left for the Eagles to try and equalize this one. Murray Dolan inside. Keller loses control. Who's going to get this one? Keller again with the save! Alana Keller! What a performance!
Keller telling this Eagles offense, no, you will not score on my goal.
And we have a little bit of a change to the scoreboard. We had some time added that we did not see originally. So actually it's going to be 40 seconds left. We apologize for the confusion there. So we have corrected our little score bug that you can see on the screen here. Again, we are audio only for the boys and girls county championships. It's going to be Wilson ball, throw in far side. Mensa returning for the Eagles. Skipper trying to get a little bit of a bicycle to keep it in for the Eagles, and she is successful. And now Soto taking it away. 15 seconds left. Bulldogs might be able to get one shot off. No, they won't. Here's Maddie McCullough. And ball rolls far from anyone. Liv Skipper hits it out, and that will mark the end of the first half. Wilson Bulldogs leading this one, trying to upset the Exeter Eagles for their first county championship since the 2021 season. An exciting first half. You don't want to go anywhere. We're going to have some halftime coverage coming for you from Governor Mifflin. Again, I'm Adam Cooke alongside Andrew Schwenk. We'll see you in just a couple of minutes. At the half, it's a lead for the Wilson Bulldogs. 1-0. They are feeling really good. And the two players that we want to look at, of course, are Claire Troutman and Alana Keller. Claire scored the goal for the Bulldogs on a huge, huge opportunity. Just kind of sneaks it past the Eagles defense, hits it into the bottom right corner of the net, and puts it in for the first goal. We have a we have Connor and Weiser boys coming in here. You can see them far side. Wilson boys have been sitting on the far bleachers this whole time watching their girls' counterparts. So, again, we'll have that game. That'll be starting around 7:30 following the conclusion of this one. I'm just excited for that one. I think that's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
So, Exeter, they didn't play a bad first half, but they didn't get many great opportunities to score. They had a couple at the end of the half, but as you heard, wow, Alana Keller. Just the Exeter causing so much chaos in the net. Keller, gets it loose from her a couple of times and just goes bang, hits it off.
I mean, she had so many people crowding her in that goal, but she just kept on standing right back up, getting her hands in the air, and she found the ball every time. So Wilson's lead here probably can be attributed to Keller's absolute mastery in the goal so far.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in a county championship, when you're a team of this caliber, you need all cylinders firing. It's Wilson who's, they're going. They are in business. Exeter girls, you can say the same to a lesser extent. I obviously they are the best team in the county. They're 19-1-1. They're the 1 seed. They've beaten this Wilson team. They've proven they're capable of this, but sometimes in the playoffs, you're just not having your A game. And sometimes during the regular season, you don't even have your A game. It took in that Mifflin game until overtime, and both times.
Yeah, speaking historically, Exeter throughout the season has been able to beat Wilson, but then again, this isn't a regular season game.
Oh, absolutely
This is the
not.
county final. All odds are up in the air here. And now, trailing behind, it's up to Exeter here to see if they can equalize it and shift their fate in this game.
Mm-hmm. Of course, playoffs talking the overtime format. You have two 15-minute overtime periods of sudden death, and you have PKs. So we'll see what happens if Exeter can equalize it up, and then I would head to that point. Hey, who knows? Wilson might be able to hold on to a 1-0 win or 2-0 or whatever. The Eagles might even take a 2-1 win in regulation. We'll have to see. About a minute and 40 until we get started with the second half. We'll be right back on the Student Sportscast. Welcome back to the Student Sportscast. I'm Adam Cooke, alongside Andrew Schwenk. We're bringing you the BCIAA Girls Championship, followed by the boys. It is the Exeter Eagles and the Wilson Bulldogs again. Second half about to start. Bulldogs lead this one 1-0. Bulldogs will start with it in the first half. And here we go. Mishler on the opening kick. And another one goes out far. Murray Dolan and Lainey Bessemer battling for it. But coming on hard now is Addison Wicks. So Eagles hit it off now twice. So here's another throw-in opportunity. Izzy Soto on the header. And Dolan kicks it out now. So the Eagles are, they're playing defensively here in the second half. Wilson coming out very hard out of the gate. They throw it in here. Bessemer challenged by Troutman. Troutman, the goal scorer of this game. Here's a nice opportunity and kicked off by the Eagles. I believe that was Bessemer far side who cemented control for the Eagles. Now it goes out past the net. It's going to be a goal kick opportunity for Albu and the Eagles. Sun's starting to set here. Again, it's a beautiful, beautiful Thursday night at Governor Mifflin.
Couldn't have it better.
Maybe a little warmer. Menser up front for Dolan. It's taken away from her. Here's Wicks. Wicks trying to find Troutman. Laney Bessemer gets ahead on it. Mishler in the midfield is tripped up. Foul called. Free kick Wilson. Free kick opportunity. It's taken by Vicari. Headed off by Holly Skipper. And now here's an opportunity for the Bulldogs again. Oh my goodness! Off the left crossbar. Albu's gonna get to her feet. Eagles defend it out. Block another shot by Soto. And what the heck is happening? Mishler on some really nice pressure. Hits off the crossbar. And Albu finally taking control. And that's kind of what we saw at the end of the second half, or end of the first half to start this second half, except roles are reversed. Here's Soto who gets the ball for the Bulldogs. Molly gearing up front. Here's Chase Flood, and it's going to go back out near the midfield. McCullough to her right, Bessemer. Up front, that ball's going to stay in play, and it goes out on Aubrey Ridge, and it's good for a Wilson throw-in. Again, great defense by Sarah Davis. Caden's puck controls for the Eagles. Now it's out for Mishler. Mishler trying to get something going for the Bulldogs, and no. Here's Laney Bessemer carrying it. Eagles with a nice look. McCullough about 40 yards out of the net. Still taking it forward to her left, Dolan. Dolan unable to keep it in. So a decent opportunity, and the Eagles come up short on it. Aubrey Ridge trying to get a little bit of a kickoff on it. Wilson will kick it out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. First throw-in opportunity on this side. They are about 20 yards out. Near side. Here's Holly Skipper charging on hard. Soto kicks it out. Corner kick opportunity. Corner comes in. Headed off. And Wilson kicks it out. And McCullough trying to keep it in. She is successful. No, she's not. Wilson ball. So it's Dolan who comes up with this throw-in. Dolan now throwing it in herself. Here comes Kenzie Menser, and that ball goes well wide of the net. It's going to be a goal kick opportunity. First of this half for Keller. I mean, Andrew, you're Exeter. I mean, you have to score a goal here.
Yes.
I mean, pressure like this, do you think it's going to net them anything, or?
I mean, Exeter's been putting on good pressure throughout this game, I would say. But what's getting them from scoring, I feel like, is Wilson's defense. They've been able to cut off these crucial connections that Exeter has been able to make throughout the season.
Here's Albu. Albu goes out to Wicks, kind of a little scary near the net. Now the Eagles turning that defense into offense. Menser tripped up. Menser is on the ground. Yellow card is handed out. Clock stops at 33:31. So the yellow card comes in, and the Eagles will be throwing it in here. Menser looks to be fine. Ball goes far of Matty McCullough out on the Eagles, and it's going to be a goal kick again.
As I was saying here, Exeter's been putting on good defense against Wilson, but Wilson's been able to cut off most of these connections that Exeter's been trying to make. And I think with that, it's been really hard for Exeter to put some in the net here tonight. So that's definitely going to pose a challenge against this Exeter offense.
Holly Skipper heads it out and goes off Laney Bessemer again out. Troutman on the pressure. Wicks throws it in. Inside, taking a tumble. That is Vicari. Looks to be Ridge called on that foul. It's a free kick opportunity. Viciarello trying to get it over Dolan. Opportunity. Eagles do control. Gearing chasing it far. Takes a little bit of a tumble. And that's going to cost the Eagles. Throw an opportunity for Wilson. Izzy Soto. Now it goes back to the Eagles defense. Wilson controls once again. There's Soto inside. Albu a little bit of trouble with it, but she comes up clean. Man, you're looking far and you see Tom Legath there. What a night it must be for him. He's got Exeter playing. Of course, he's the Exeter athletic director. He has Exeter playing in 2, and then he has his daughter Ava playing in the volleyball championship, and his son for the boys. Murray Dolan carrying it far on the left side. Bulldogs forced to hit it out. And that's the type of play you need to have if you're Exeter. Murray Dolan having an impact moving up to striker. Now it looks to be a foul call. Places the ball 15 yards out of the net with a free kick opportunity. It's shaded well left, so not an easy opportunity. Let's see what the Eagles make of it. Comes in, headed off by the Bulldogs, and that ball going far, chasing for it, Mishler. Mishler does hit it, so she avoids a corner kick, and Mishler is going to force that throw in about 32 yards out. Ball inside. Eagles battling. Wilson hits it out. Laney Bessemer controls back. Wicks laying pressure. And here's Laney Bessemer coming in. Nice opportunity for the Eagles. Maddie McCullough center. And it's batted off. Gibbon on some nice defense. Eagles battling for this once again. It's Dolan trying to take control, and it's going to go out on Addison Wicks. So Eagles throwing it in. Again, it's Lainey Bessemer. Not much of a surprise there that she's throwing this one in. It goes far of Maddie McCullough, but Bulldogs kick it out. Paige Claudefelter entered the game for the first time for the Eagles. And Menser returns for the Eagles as well. Menser, you want to have her well rested. She's right there in a position to score a goal. Holly Skipper, ball up front. Keller takes control. So Skipper on a long kick, trying to connect with an Eagle, finds that Bulldog sitting in the net. Goes back to the Eagles' defense. They're going to kick it out. Wilson with an opportunity here. And that opportunity did not last very long. Wilson kicks it out. Goal kick Wilson, or goal kick Exeter, excuse me. We're 12 minutes into this half. Again, Wilson leads 1-0. Time is dwindling a little bit for Exeter. Troutman battling on putt. And foul is called against the Eagles. Nice free kick opportunity here for the Bulldogs. Vicari will take it. 30 yards out. Albu getting ready. Let's see what the Bulldogs make of this opportunity. It's a line drive right into the hands of Juliana Albu. Eagles need a goal here. Gearing tries to take control, but takes a tumble. Maddie McCullough now strips it away. Maddie McCullough taking it away. McCullough up front for Dolan. Dolan defended. Inside cross. Goes off the Bulldogs. And it's in for a corner kick Exeter. Corner kick coming in. It's Exeter's 5th of the contest. Bulldogs take control. There's Troutman on a big touch. Eagles do battle to try and keep it. I mean, Troutman now coming up on both sides of the ball. There's Dolan playing back a little bit. And Troutman, pass goes out to her. Bessemer kicks it off of Troutman. And it's in for a throw-in. Another throw-in by the Eagles. That ball is headed out by the Bulldogs. Bessemer. Inside, towards the left. Down the sideline. And Menser gets it swatted away. Once again, Lainey Bessemer on the throw-in. Maddie McCullough on the first touch. McCullough battling Mischler. Bessemer inside. That's a little bit close for comfort for the Bulldogs. They kick it out. Putt controls. And that ball, trying to find an Eagle on offense, just goes a little bit far from Menser and McCullough. Keller controls. You know, Andrew, I would say you're Exeter 24 minutes left. you're down in a county championship, are the alarm bells ringing, or have they been ringing this whole time ever since you went down?
I think they have been ringing since they've been down 1 goal here. We've seen Wilson, as I've been saying, just chip away at this Exeter offense here as they're approaching.
But here's an opportunity on offense. Goes over the crossbar. Menser, a big kick on it. And it goes past the net. I'd say probably about 5 to 8 feet over. That's the ball you want to give off to Menser to try and tie it. But they are unsuccessful. Mayo coming into the game for the Bulldogs. It's Wicks coming off. Eagles with an opportunity. McAuliffe carrying up front. Foul is called. Few subs coming in for each team. Excuse me, it was not a foul called, but it is going to be a throw-in opportunity for the Eagles. Big throw-in. Inside. Finds a man. Opportunity. And Wilson bats it off. Up front again. And Keller diving. Keller falls. And the equalizer! Exeter scores! 1-1 our score!
And with their needed goal here, Exeter puts one on the board, finally gets one past Wilson's goalie. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie game.
Oh my goodness! #1-800-GOAL was calling, and it was Murray Dolan to answer for the Eagles. 23:05 in this game, and it's completely different now.
Exeter finally getting some footing in this game. And this one, you know, it's been competitive, but it's even more competitive now.
Eagles controlling. Again, they have equalized this one at 1. What a moment for Murray Dolan. It's Murray's 4th of the season. Was named honorable mention in the county last season for Berks 2. And Eagles up front here, getting a throw in about 20 yards out of the goal. And batting it out now is Emma Williams. Man, going back to that goal by Dolan, I mean, Dolan was just the right place, the right time. That ball just goes a little loose of Keller. Keller trying to regain, get back on her feet. And Dolan capitalizes. And she scores to tie it. Now, Wilson trying to go back ahead. They have a throw in here. Goes to Soto. And that ball is going to... There's going to be a foul called against Wilson.
You know, a little earlier ago we were talking about Exeter with their alarm bells ringing here. I wouldn't say that's the case anymore.
And here, once again, it's Murray Dolan. Gets the pass from McAuliffe. Dolan up front. That pass goes a little far. Trying to find Menser. And kicking it out is to Joseph. Eagles with a corner kick opportunity. Number 7 of the contest. Looks to be Lainey Bessemer on the corner. Has taken plenty of throw-ins, but an opportunity from the corner. Trying to take the lead. Inside goes off of Soto. Dolan now controls, and there's a foul called against the Eagles. It's going to be a free kick for Wilson. It's Visariello re-entering for the Bulldogs, as Wilson will take this one back in. Siakowski back in for the Eagles. Dolan kicking it. Who's it going to find? It's Keller. Halfway through this second half. Who knows if that 20 minutes will come and go, and that'll be the end of the game. We could very well be seeing an overtime thriller here at Governor Mifflin.
It's truly anybody's game at this point.
So Wilson now will have the free kick once again. It's taken by Vicari. And Bulldogs carrying this one up front. It's a little dangerous. And Eagles reassert. It's gearing. Out to Dolan. Dolan up front for Menser. Menser trying to storm up quickly. Again, Menser defended by the freshman Davis. Here comes Menser. It's taken away from her by Vicari. Vicari kicks it out, and it's going to roll all the way out to Juliana Albu. And no threat from Wilson. Ball goes out on the Eagles. Bulldogs opportunity again. It's Emma Williams, the senior, far side, sending it in. And ball is going to roll past Holly Skipper, right to Albu. And once again, the junior goalkeeper, calm and collected. I mean, it must feel nice if you're Juliana to have that insurance. Here comes Kenzie Menser charging up front. Eagles try to turn this all defense into offense. Kenzie Menser, inside crosses, batted off. Inside, Exeter scores! Exeter scores! Astonishing! Eagles out in front! It's 2-1 here in the Girls County Championship game. Once again, Marae Dolan. What a game! It's the game of her life.
Marae Dolan with a beautiful curved kick into the goal there with an assist from Kenzie Menser. Menser with enough space coming up in front of the goal, passes it right to Dolan, who takes no time to sink it right into the goal there, and Exeter is on top.
Ice in her veins. Marae Dolan, what a night. 2-1, the Eagles lead, and this game has been flipped on its head. All I can say, Andrew, wow. The Bulldogs now in a spot where they're going to have to battle back. The alarm bell's now ringing for them. 16 minutes remaining. Eagles lead this one 2-1. Bulldogs trying to send it near the Exeter net. And foul is called against the Bulldogs. It looked to be against Mishler, against McCullough. So kicking this one off, Skipper. Eagles would love to add on an insurance goal. Here's Menser trying to score it. Menser inside, wide of the net. Goal kick for Keller and the Bulldogs. Maddie McCullough gets it on the goal kick. McCullough inside for Lainey Bessemer. Bessemer just far of Kenzie Menser. Ball's going to roll far, out of bounds. It's good for a goal kick. Two subs coming in for the Eagles now. It's Ridge as well as Molly Gearing re-entering. It'll be Ridge taking this throw in far side, not too far from the net. Let's say about 25 yards out. It goes out on Wilson, and now another opportunity for Ridge and the Eagles. Ridge inside. It's going to find Mishler. Nerney up front for Menser, unsuccessful, but here's Gearing, and it's going to be a foul called against, it looked to be Menser. So free kick opportunity on the Bulldogs side. Andrew, I wonder if you're Milt Scholl. Going back to how Murray Dolan is done. You have districts coming up. Here's some nice pressure on the Eagles. It was Mayo trying to sneak it past Albu. She's unsuccessful. Albu kicks it out to Murray Dolan, now to McCullough. But back to what I was saying. If you're Milt Scholl, do you maybe want to consider starting Dolan up front for districts?
I mean, she's proved herself throughout this game.
It's not her first time playing forward, but she's done a heck of a job tonight. It's going to be Exeter ball on the corner kick opportunity. Ball goes out on Mishler. Excuse me, is that a... Andrew, could you tell what happened? It looked... Maybe... It may have been a foul called? Yeah, it looks to be a foul called. It's a free kick opportunity instead. It's close to the net, but again, far side sideline on the right. Headed off, and Menser unsuccessful in trying to put a strike on it. It's kicked off by Vicari. Eagles will be throwing this one in. Bessemer to Menser. And kicking this one out is Davis. Another free kick or corner kick opportunity coming in. Here's Bessemer. Again, 12 minutes remaining. Eagles trying to keep it on this left side of the field as much as possible. Bessemer inside. Chase Flood. Inside for Gearing. Unsuccessful. Dolan on the touch. Lainey Bessemer sends it off. It's Emma Williams getting a touch on it. Goes out to Albu. Albu sends it to the other side of the pitch. Mishler now for the Bulldogs. Mishler out to Visariello. And now out to Albu. Sun has set completely here. It's 6:55 at Governor Mifflin. Eagles need to run this clock down. 11 minutes away from a county championship here. Bulldogs trying to do anything possible to try and equalize it and send it into overtime. That ball's going to go far. Skipper kicks it. And, I mean, that's kind of what they want to do. That's a beautiful kick from Skipper. Because that Wilson throw-in is way, way far from the Eagles' nest. Yes, it'll be Wilson throwing it in just about 10 yards out of their own goal. The Joseph, Soto, and Troutman are re-entering this game. All of the Bulldogs' weapons are playing on this pitch right now, but here comes Nerney taking it away. Nerney on the right side, no one defending her. Inside for Menser, unsuccessful. It looks like McAuliffe on the right side. Eagles will throw it in. And I mean, you're Exeter, this is what you want to do. You just want to pressure here.
Exactly. Yeah, keep it on Wilson's side. Try to put on some insurance here, maybe.
Uh-oh, this goes loose! Oh, what a save! Bulldogs kick it out. What just happened? So Keller trying to, send it back in. She just, I don't know, the ball just came loose. It's Dolan trying to swoop up her hat trick, but Keller just dives and her body's out there. But it's going to be Wilson who has to kick it out, and Bessemer on a corner kick opportunity. That's certainly a turn of events. A sequence Wilson did not want. Lainey Bessemer, the corner kick is far. Ray Dolan the touch on it, and taken away now, Mischler, far side to the left. Mischler trying to get it past the Eagles. That looks to be Caden's putt on defense, and now Nerney's going to send it out. Eagles have a lot of options on defense now. You say like 4 or 5 even playing back. Nerney chasing this one, using that track speed, trying to get it out. It's not going to be her who gets the touch on it. Looks to be putt. Battling for it, Soto. Soto does control. Soto the kick right to Albu. No trouble with it.
Albu not letting Wilson put on an equalizer here with 8 minutes to go.
Ball goes far from Dolan, out. Mischler on the throw-in. Bessemer, it's out. Mischler again taking this one. Excuse me, that's Visariello. The 6 and the 8 on these Wilson uniforms are throwing me off, Andrew. Can you see where I'm coming from on that?
Yeah.
They look very similar.
Very indistinguishable.
It's number 8, Visariello, sending it in for Troutman, who scored the game's only goal for Wilson. Visariello inside, and battling forward Vicari. Bulldogs kick it out of bounds, and there's another opportunity thwarted by the Eagles. And this half has been, blue written all over it.
Yeah, the tables have turned in this match. We saw Wilson being the dominant one playing in the first half here, but it looks like Exeter, coming out of halftime, is able to take the advantage in this game.
Dolan pressuring. Menser now. They're sending it all over. Menser up front. It's Mischler who gets the touch on it. Out to Holly Skipper, and Skipper sends it back out to Albu. Albu's kick, who's it going to go to? That man's wearing white. Again, it's Mischler, but here's a nice opportunity for McAuliffe. McAuliffe speeding down the right side, or the left side, should I say. And that ball is going to go out on Maddie McAuliffe. Mischler throws it in. Finds Lainey Bessemer. Lainey Bessemer carrying it up front. It's broken up by DeJoseph. Here's a nice kick by Aubrey Ridge, wide of the goal. Man, for as far out of a shot on goal as that was from Aubrey Ridge, she almost got it.
Yeah, Ridge out in the midfield, trying to sink one in, but just a little bit shy of the goal there.
Eagles pressuring, cross in, finds Keller. No trouble there for the Bulldogs. Just 5 minutes and 40 seconds away from a county championship. The Eagles just need to hold on. Wilson trying to do anything they can. Here's Keller getting some pressure. Keller does control, but Flood, man, she just came sprinting in. Troutman does get the kick on it. Bessemer again carrying it up front. Bessemer trying to get around Troutman. Finds McAuliffe. And it goes out to the Bulldogs. Skipper. That ball comes loose from the Bulldogs. Menser up front with a chance. Nice opportunity. Menser just comes a little weak off her foot. And Keller throws it off. Eagles have trailed in only 3 games this season. They're 1-1, trying to make... Oh my goodness! Kick comes in from Mishler, and Albu able to get her hands on it. It's over the crossbar, but it's a corner kick opportunity for the Wilson Bulldogs with 4 minutes remaining. What
And
I was saying...
Pretty good opportunity there from Wilson there with a big kick there. Albu able to save it though. A little bit too high there.
Corner comes in, headed off, and Izzy Soto the shot! Molly Gearing hits it out! Oh my goodness! Here comes Menser trying to convert this into a goal. Menser speeding down the pitch. Bulldogs forced to kick it out, but wow!
2 very good attempts there from Wilson. First with the shot from the midfield there off of Albu's hands, and second, Albu losing control and chaos at the net.
And we have an injury down near the Exeter goal. 3:31, the clock stops. We're going to take a brief timeout. We'll be right back. So it looks to be Vicari helped off, looks to be grabbing at her leg. So wishing the best for Ellie in this one. That's a big loss for the Bulldogs. So again, clock stops at 3:31. It's Emma Williams coming in for Vicari. Eagles throw it in. That's Bessemer. Out to her sister, Haven. Near the corner, battling for it. Who's going to take control? This ball is just sitting at the flagpole, and the flagpole's knocked over even. Who's it going to be out on? It's out of the Bulldogs for a corner kick. Just a weird little sequence there.
An insane fight for the ball there in the Wilson corner there. Sacrificing the flag. Just try to get possession there.
Hey, don't worry. The flag's back up. No surprises here. Lainey Bessemer on the corner kick. Headed off by Ridge, and Ridge is just wide of the net. Right side this time. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. It's near the Wilson net. Eagles pressure. Nerny, a nice kick on it. Finds Dolan left side. Dolan unable to take control. And the Bulldogs cement it. Here comes Dolan again. Now is able to control, and she's tripped up near the corner. It's going to be a free kick opportunity for the Eagles. Two minutes remaining. Bessemer's just going to trot over there. She's in absolutely no rush. Bessemer inside. Keller pulled a little bit out. Eagles trying to get it in, and Bulldogs just have to swat it out of bounds. It's going to be out on the sideline about 30 yards away. 1:30 left in this one. Exeter's first ever county title is just 80 seconds away. Bulldogs trying to send this into overtime, but the Eagles control on the left half. Bulldogs now control. It goes out on Exeter for a throw-in, and 1 minute remaining. The most important minute of these careers. For Wilson, you have to score a goal and put on as much pressure as you ever have. For Exeter, you cannot let anything sneak by. And for Holly Skipper on defense, she hits it out. Soto trying to send it in. 40 seconds. The ball is out of play. They're throwing it in. 30 seconds. Inside for Vicari. It goes out of bounds. It's a goal kick for Albu. 20 seconds remaining. The clock will stop at 18. Goal kick. Clock now running again. Here's to Joseph on the touch. It's going to be Exeter ball. 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exeter wins it. Hang that banner, Eagles! You are the 2025 champions of Berks County for the first time in program history. The dream becomes reality. What a team, what a season, what a ride, and the Eagles victorious by the score of 2-1. Can you believe it?
From day one, we've been talking about this Exeter team and how they've been absolutely primed to play in these playoffs and potentially get a county playoff, and for sure they did. First time in this program's history, as we have said, Exeter is able to get the county and win it for Shoal, win it for this team. What a great day for Exeter.
Shoal took over with this group of seniors in the 2022 season. They won 3 games. They were nowhere near the playoffs, and now they are on top of Berks County, dethroning a run of 7 years combined titles for Governor Mifflin, Wilson, and Wyomissing. They beat all 3 in this county playoff run, and that is it. We're going to take a brief timeout. Some post-game coverage coming your way. Thank you for listening. And again, the Eagles win the county championship by the score of 2-1. I'm here down on the field. Player of the game, Marae Dolan. How are you feeling, Marae?
Good.
Absolutely. I mean, and we dropped the mic. Yeah. I mean, that's got to be, the game of your life, right?
Yeah.
When you went into it, were you expecting to, make that much of an impact?
No, I wasn't. I just wanted to make an impact in some way, shape, or form.
How's this feeling for you? I mean, first ever for Exeter.
It's amazing. I can't wait that we finally are going to put on the gym.
I mean, that's, what were the emotions you had when the clock was winding down and it reached 0?
So nervous, so happy, everything.
Going into districts now, how are you feeling, and what's the expectation?
I'm feeling good. Going off a strong win. We got to keep this energy going. There's a chance that we can play them again next Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Marae. Congrats, 2 goals. You win it for Exeter. It's an exciting moment. Thank you, Marae.
Thank you.
That's going to be it for the coverage of this game. We're going to have Connor Adwiser and Wilson boys coming out for you in just a moment. Thank you for listening to the Student Sportscast, and we'll see you on the other link. Check our YouTube page.